पानी का जो टेम्परेचर है, मैं सोच रहा था कि ये कुछ ज़्यादा ही ठंडा होगा, लेकिन टेम्परेचर इसका बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त था, बिल्कुल अनगनीम जिसको बोलते हैं जर्मन में, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त। कभी कभार वैसे कुछ भी बंदा ना करे, सिर्फ बंदा बैठ जाए यहाँ पे रिलैक्स करने के लिए। ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हर वक्त बंदा कुछ ना कुछ करता रहे, कभी कभार सिर्फ बैठ जाना चाहिए बिना कुछ किए। यार ये पैराग्लाइडिंग, आई ऑलवेज वांट टू एक्सपीरियंस पैराग्लाइडिंग, बट समहाउ एट द एंड कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता है, तो फिर प्लान कैंसिल हो जाता है। इस तरह करते हैं, आगे चलते हैं और आगे आपको दिखाता हूँ। साथ साथ वॉक करते हैं और आपको यहाँ पे लोकेशन भी दिखाते हैं, ताकि आप भी अपना टाइम एंजॉय करें बिना बोर हुए, और लोकेशंस भी देखें यहाँ पे, अगर कोई फ्यूचर में यहाँ पे आना चाहता है। अच्छा, यहाँ पे वैसे मैं समझता था कि तैरना अलाउड है, लेकिन यहाँ पे ये बोर्ड लिखा हुआ है जर्मन में जिसको कहते हैं बादन verboten, यहाँ पे तैरना मना है। बोर्ड जो लेते हैं बंदा, नॉर्मली तो ये जगह होना चाहिए, लेकिन आई डोंट नो व्हाई, व्हाट्स द रीज़न बिहाइंड इट। देयर इज़ नो बोर्ड ऑन दिस साइड, मे बी ऑन द अदर साइड, it's a bit far away, and I have parked my car right here, somewhere here. There is this other guy paragliding as well in the air. There you go. That must be something. Maybe tomorrow I could try paragliding as well. As I mentioned earlier, I can see still some snow, not from here, from our hotel where we are staying, from the balcony. It's behind this mountain. There is another mountain. It's covered with snow, and we have right now July. So in July we have snow in the Bavarian Alps, or the Austrian Alps, and yeah, the weather is a bit chilly, a little bit cold, but it's pleasant. One cannot complain. Welcome to Austria. Wie heißt dieser Ort nochmal?
Buchau.
Buchau.
Ja.
Buchau. Buchau.
Genau.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Yeah, this place is called Buchau. I also forgot the name. So there's this one. Someone is asking for the location. Is Buchau in Austria? So this is the Austrian region. It's not so far away from the Germany border. It's like on the border, like around 40 kilometers, I guess, plus minus. So yeah, the location is very attractive. I mean, there are a lot of tourists, as I mentioned earlier. I've met a lot of Americans, European as well. Obviously, we're in Europe, but there were a lot of tourists from America enjoying their time in Austria. The thing about this area is that, ja, genau, das ist in Österreich, aber genau an die Grenze. So it's exactly on the border. For the international viewers, it's exactly on the international border with Germany. It's And Italy, so there are these Alps, as I mentioned earlier, in Germany, in Austria, and in Italy, Switzerland, obviously. So these 4 countries, and in Italy, location, I think it's called, that region is called Bolzano, and Bolzano speak also German over there. So if you're a German-speaking tourist and wants to visit the all these Alps in these 4 countries, so these 3 countries are called Dach region. So in this Dach region or region, they speak German. So I think that would not be an issue. A language barrier would not be, there would be no language barrier. Apart from Italy, although I've heard that they speak German as well over there in Bolzano and that region. Yeah, I've heard that it used to be part of Germany, but in the Second World War they captured it, the Italian. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're right. They took that part from Austria. Okay, from Austria. Thank you. I was thinking it was the German part because at that time Germany was the aggressor in the Second World War. So, yeah, but it can be Austria as well. You're right. I'm not so sure anyway. And yeah, but apart from all that, it's a beautiful region. I mean, if one wants to visit wants to experience the nature, a mixture of nature and modern lifestyle, you can visit here in the Alps, in Austria. Yeah, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire was a neat thing. Okay, yeah, maybe I am not a specialist on European history, but as a non-European, I just have a bit of a glimpse of history, not that much. So I give you the right. Maybe you are right. I have to check that once again and clarify my points. But it is possible. It is possible what you are saying. It might be correct. Yeah. Greetings from Vienna. Yeah, Vienna. Greetings from my place. I forgot the name again. But anyway, this is the Tegran Regensee. This is some other area. I'm always mixing these two areas. I don't know why. But the people are here very friendly. To be honest, I love the attitude. I live by myself I live in Frankfurt. So if you compare Frankfurt with this region, I think these people are much more friendlier than in Frankfurt. I mean, in Frankfurt, I experience like on a daily basis shitty attitude. People are like fed up with their lives. They tend to be a bit negative, unfortunately, which is quite sad to see every day. I feel bad for them as well. Not only for myself, I mean for them as well. We all are the same race, same humans, but unfortunately, yeah, we need to change our attitude, I guess, a bit. So we should learn from these people here from this region. They're quite nice and friendlier. Let's walk a bit upwards. So, there are a bunch of paragliders up in the air. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. As I mentioned, the weather is quite pleasant, although it looks quite cloudy, but the temperature here is quite pleasant. It's like 21 degrees almost, and yeah, at least for a couple of hours there is no rain. Maybe later in the day, in the evening, As the weather forecast predicts, the weather is a bit rainy in the evening. But in evening, I will be in my hotel. No worries. Enjoy the daytime. Hi, hi, M. Yeah, I'm here for a retreat from Frankfurter lifestyle. I'm here for a retreat. You can say that. Hi, M. Welcome to the live show. There are so many boats around here, but I don't see anyone. I wanted to go in the water. I mean, you can see that, right? Normally there should be boats around here. Maybe I'm on the wrong side. I see some boats over there. There are these hotels, I guess. No, it's not Bayern. It's not Bayern. It's Austria. It's almost Bayern. Looks like Bayern. It's the neighbor from Bayern, but not Bayern. Or in English they say Bavaria. So yeah, you're right. You're right, I guess. But these countries are very strict with their laws. You're not allowed to swim here. That's the problem. You cannot swim here. And anyway, even if you can swim here, I mean, I cannot swim. So maybe with a how do you call that? A life vest, I could try to swim a bit on the shore. Dankeschön, vielen Dank. An dir auch. Viele Grüße. So. Vikings, I love those. I wish I was in that time. That's a good topic, actually. To be honest, I love that topic. I was a big fan. I still am a big fan, I guess, of the Vikings. Maybe in the next trip I would go to Denmark, Norway, in that region. I've heard there are a lot of Viking museums over there. There should be. Those were the countries dominated by Vikings. Yeah, in Russia, you're right. Russia, mother Russia is also on my bucket list. Hopefully in the future I could visit Russia as well, when the time is a bit sane. Right now we're living in insane. Have you guys also have the experience when you learn German, your English is day by day getting weaker and weaker? Now when I speak in English, it sounds not like proper English. It sounds more like a German English. Maybe you guys can relate a bit. German is quite hard. I mean, the language, it makes your English also goes weaker, you know. Ach, ich bin 36, alt genug. Before I used to live in Dubai, the lifestyle over there was also, it was not that pleasant, but it was okay. I mean, if you compare it with it right now, with the Frankfurt, for example, where I am living. I mean, Frankfurt, there are a lot of ups and downs. The downside is that the lifestyle over there, the people are more unfriendlier. I don't know. After Corona, I think maybe it's something in the air. They're getting more and more unfriendlier for no reason. I don't know why. if you get unfriendly to someone else, it makes not just the other person make their day bad, but you're ruining your whole day as well. I mean, we have you can count over years. I mean, on average, a human lives like 70, 75, 80 maximum in if you're living in Europe, for example. And we should make the best out of it. Try to live a happy life, let the other live happily, and yeah, enjoy your time. Yeah, you're right. You're right. One should be proud of his background, but I'm not German. Yeah, Russia. Russia. To be honest, as it always it has this kind of attraction. Russia, the natural beauty over there. Moscow itself, the architecture is very interesting. To be honest, I mean, like if you look at those buildings, the old buildings in Moscow, and in the near areas, in the neighboring cities, are quite attractive, to be honest. How is the food in Russia? Would you recommend some of its delicacies, maybe, which you would recommend in the future? Hopefully, I can visit and try that. Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to mix up the politics. I mean, like, I'm a big fan of the architecture itself. Doesn't matter whoever built it, but the architecture itself is, I mean, attractive. People's ideas, people makes the cities and the better than German. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I never met so many Russians. I think everyone is better than them at the moment because they are Germans are very good in a couple of things. Like, for example, they are really good at building, manufacturing good cars. Obviously, good roadways. Their health system, at least it was one of the best health systems in the world. I guess it could compete with anyone. Right now, it's getting a bit, yeah, destructive. They are self-suicidal, I think is the right term for them. So the health system is also on the brink. It's almost like self-destruction mode. But it was one of the best ones. The Germans are really good at those things, or used to be very good. But the current politicians, I hope they could find a neutral way to resolve all these issues and bring peace again to the world and to the European cities and to the Asians and every country, every city in the world. I hope so. That is the wish. Yeah, yeah, we saw that. We saw that in the Second World War. Yeah, they were good. That's why they survived. But anyway, it's a political thing. We're not here to. Friedrich doesn't have a spine. He's uh, as I mentioned earlier, mate. I'm not from Germany. I'm not original German, so I don't know what to say. Is there what they did? What you sow, so whatever you will sow, you will reap it as well. So it doesn't really matter. One should do good things. But to be honest, the number of Russians I met, they were quite friendly. At least to me, they were quite friendly. I mean, like, I've enjoyed my time talking to them. They've invited me for yeah, to their houses. I had a dinner with them. They were quite pleasant. I mean, I didn't see anything bad about them. But anyway, the politicians, they try to divide us. People should not fall for this trap. The normal citizens, they should try to avoid those You like the Bayerische Motorwerk, yeah. BMW. Yeah, it's these are one of the best cars. I mean, like, or used to be one of the best cars in the world, I guess. Right now, the Chinese, they are like competing them a lot. Like, if you check out the cars, like the electric cars, the electric version, the BYD Build Your Dreams, Neo, for example. I mean, they are quite competitive, and one cannot compete with them. Like, you can forget about the competition. I mean, like, you cannot compete with them in the electric cars in that category. Maybe in the other one, they still need a couple of years, maybe a decade, I guess, 10 years. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Not just the Chinese. I mean, like, if you look at the Hyundai, they have this one model, the new car. Forgot the model. It looks like a Porsche. It looks like a Porsche, and it's like if you ask me, for example, like from a distance, I cannot make I cannot distinguish or make there is no difference between them. Like, I mean, to my naked eye, I mean, I'm not a big expert on cars, but to be honest, you're right in that point. It looks like that, I guess, from the interior as well. From the exterior, if you look at the design, it looks almost like that. You just need that logo, I guess. Yeah. But anyhow, you know what I would like to see? A revival of the Lada, the Russian cars. They are they are one of the toughest cars. I mean, like, what I've seen on the road. Go through a wall, believe me, it would damage the wall. Lada would be the same. That is for sure. That's one hard car. I mean, like, it's like a tank. Yeah, it is redundant. It's not practical. It's built for the rich, not built for the common people. So it's something. Here. I think you can. Auf eigene Eltern heften für Kinder. Okay, Maximum von den Personen. They haven't written here the prices. Yeah, I know. Lara is still here. We have a neighbor. He has a Lada, the older one, the older version. I mean, if you see that, I think if you modernize it a little bit from the interior, I mean, from the material point of view, it should stay the same. The material what they used to build up that car. I mean, like, it's a legendary, one of the best cars. I mean, what I've seen. And this car, it goes, and there is the repair costs are like almost zero. So I love that car. I would love to have one. Maybe I would buy one. Who knows? Who knows? Just for fun. I'm anyway looking for a second car. Oh, really? I have to check it out then. I have to check it out because those cars are really good. They're really one of the best cars, I guess. So I think it's time to leave, and I will get. I will be live again, like maybe in 30 minutes again at Achensee, just to look around, to have an idea of the Achensee as well. So see you there.